Hello guys, welcome to another Honda Element video. Today I'm going to show you how to install an amplifier for your Honda Element. First thing guys, you have to have an aftermarket stereo to make sure that we can install the amplifier. First guys, we need an amplifier. It can be any brand, and as long as you have one, a wiring, I will post a picture of it. I bought it in Amazon for around $20 to $25. In this case I'm using a 4 gauge, so this really depends on how many woofers you want to have. In this case I'm just running one, or in the future maybe two, and this 4 gauge wire should be okay for me. And the amplifier I'm using is this one right here. It's a solid audio. I just had this sitting for a long time in my garage, so I decided to put it in my Element. We are going to use some crimping pliers for the connectors, some pliers to cut the wires, some electrical tape, a flashlight, and flat screwdriver, also Phillips screwdriver, a razor blade just in case we might not need this, but I like to have this, and a drill. Okay guys, so the first thing we are going to use is the drill, and we are going to run the wire, so I will show you. Okay, let's open this and let's see what is inside here. This is what it comes in the box guys: the power wire, a ground wire, and this is called a remote wire, and it comes with this wiring tool which has the two connectors that are going to the stereo and the other end to the amplifier. And this is a speaker wire to connect to the subwoofer, and this is how it goes from the subwoofer. And it comes with a big fuse right here and some kind of like connectors, and very handy to have this, and some wire protector. Okay, so what I like of this kit is that in the back it has the diagram, and it's pretty easy, very self-explanatory guys. As you see, here is the battery. It comes with a plus and a minus, and then if you follow the red wire, it says main power wire, right? So if you see here in the kit, we got this one right here, so that's the main power. Okay, and that one goes to the amplifier. Here is the amplifier guys. So that's pretty easy. We gotta run from the positive, we gotta run the positive wire, but if you see right here, that part is this one right here, is the fuse, so we're gonna leave there over there, we're gonna leave that over there. Okay, and then that's the first connector to the amplifier. Also, if you see, the amplifier has a black wire which is the ground, and this is gonna be our ground guys, so we're gonna leave that here. Okay, those are two necessary wires to power on the amplifier. Okay, that's very easy over there. And then if you see, the amplifier has a wire that connects to the subwoofer. Okay, and that one is going to be the wire, and this wire is going to run from the amplifier to our subwoofer guys. So that's what we're gonna have over there. We are going to have this blue wire that is going to run from the head unit to the amplifier guys. Okay, and our last and fourth wire is the interconnect cable. That's how they call it. And you can see this is the right wire because it has two ends in the cable, and that's where we are going to plug this one right here. Okay, you can use either one, it's really up to you. So also in the kit comes this, and these are just like connectors that we have to install on the wires. For example, this is the red wire, so we are going to install this connector with this one right here guys, and that's where we're going to crimp this together right here, so that way we can make connectors like this one to the battery and then to the main. So this is my Element guys, where I'm going to sit my amplifier. is going to be right here. I do have the bed system, guys, so I noticed that the best place to sit my amplifier is gonna be behind the seats. That way I can also have like control of my adjusters for the sound, and it doesn't bother me. I'm gonna just sit it there, and then as you see, if I move the seat, it's okay. And then I'm going to run the wires under this plastic trim, and then I'm going to go over there, and let me show you guys how I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm going to move all the way the seat back so I have a space to work here on the driver's side. And if you come with a flashlight under here, guys, you're gonna see brake pedal, and if you go to the left a little bit up, you're gonna see these two like kind of pieces, and these pieces are removable, guys. If you pull on this, you see this one can move, but we are going to look for the one that have this shape, and then we are just going to remove that. And then as you noticed over there, it has like kind of a three round marks, and that's where the brake cylinder goes for manual transmissions. And I'm going to take advantage of those holes so I can run the wire from there. And what I'm going to do with my drill, guys, I'm going to drill a hole right here. You can drill it anywhere. I might drill it in one of these three. I will see right now, and then I will show you what kind of drill I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm going to use this drill to make a perfect hole, and then let me show you what I'm going to use next. Also in the kit, guys, came this groomer, as you see it here, and this groomer is going to go in the hole, and then the red wire is going to go through there. So that's nice, because that way you guys don't gonna get any noise from the engine inside the car. So let's go and drill the hole right now, and then try to run this cable and install this groomer. Okay, and right now I just build the cable with a razor blade, so that way we can install all these connections. Okay, this is pretty much self-explanatory, guys. Once you see it, you will find out how it works. Okay, for example, if you want to install it to the end of the fuse, you gotta remove this, like you just unscrew this, and then you're gonna also need an Allen key. If you notice here, it has like an Allen key, and I'm using just like a little ratchet with a socket, but an Allen key is also good. Or you can unscrew this, and once you unscrew this, you're gonna notice inside here how it looks, and that's where you're gonna install the wire, guys. So you basically just install the wire, and then once the wire is in, you just tie this back, and that's it. Okay, but first, of course, you gotta run this plastic inside. Okay, but let's go right now, make the hole, install this groomer, and then run the red cable. So as you see, guys, I already start making a hole over there, and make the hole, and you see the hole got bigger. Let me show you. And you gotta make a hole just right where it's going to fit this groomer. Okay, so that's the key. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to install this, and I'll show you how it looks. And after I made the hole, I installed the groomer. As you see, it looks really nice. It looks like it's original from the dealer. And if you come here by the engine, you see here is the battery, and over there is the hole. Look at that, guys. Looks really nice. And I installed the groomer from here. It was easier installing it from here than going from the inside. So now we have a really nice access, I mean, to the front of the car. And now let's start running this red cable. So this is basically the only cable we have to run, and we can also use that hole to run other cables if we need to do any lighting. So very easy. Right now we just go this end and run it. As you see, guys, now we have access to the positive. We don't have to connect this yet, okay guys? As you see here, guys, I put first this end, and then I put the wire. I tied it using the Allen key, and then we're just going to close this, guys. We just tied it by hand, and that should be it. And we're gonna do the same in this side. And then, guys, for the other end, we're going to cut a small piece of wire from the red wire that they give us. And as you see, I did the same process here. And then in the other end that is going to connect with the battery, I installed this first on the wire. I peel this with the razor blade, and then we're going to install it like this, and then we are just going to crimp with this crimping tool, okay guys? And that cable is gonna be ready. Then we are going to move to the front. You see this mark right here, guys, like this rectangle. That's how you want it to be when you crimp the tool. And then you're just going to move this here. Another thing I did, guys, is as you see this piece I remove, I also make a hole and then back over there, as you see, so it looks nicer. And now we just can run the cables, you know, through the plastic. This is very easy to take it out. You just pull it out, and then you can run the wire. Okay guys, so next, as you notice, I run this protector, and then in the other end you're gonna use this kind of style fitting, okay? It's the smaller one because this one have to fit on the amplifier. And also I prepared the ground cable already. As you see it, one has the bigger one and one has the smaller one, because these two ends are coming in this side of the amplifier, guys. See, 12 volts for the red one and ground for the positive. And then also I'm going to prepare the blue one. Okay, the blue one is going here, and then we are going to open the stereo, and we are going to install the other rest of the cables. And to remove this, guys, you gotta first pop out this part right here. This one just, you don't need any tools, you just pop it out. As you see, it just has clips, like a few clips. It exactly has 3 clips, guys. 3 clips, 1, 2, 3. So you pop it out, and then that way you can remove this part. Also, you don't need any tools, just kind of pull on this, and then it should come out. And this part, guys, just pop out too. As you see, it's only held by clips, but it's very important that you remove this first, okay guys? Please remove this first, then that one, then you come here and you also remove this. Also it has clips, just gotta pull it out. The clip here, if you see like it's missing a clip here, it's because it got stuck over there, so I gotta remove it before putting it back. You see this one right here, the white one over there, I gotta remove it, put it on the plastic, and that way it's gonna be easier. And then I'm going to have a lot of space to run this cable, and the best is that this part of the cable that is touching the metal, it just gets protected by this black plastic, okay? So as you see, we're gonna run it there, going to run it like this, because here is where it's going to sit my amplifier. And there from the ground you can find any metal in the car. Okay guys, any metal. So in this case I'm going to use, if you lift this part, there is a nicer place right there, which is a 10 millimeter, and I'm going to remove it and put it over there. And I'm going to use these ones with a washer so it kind of gets a better contact. Okay, and make sure this is very clean, the metal, because you have to make a good contact. Okay, if it's not powering on the amplifier, you make sure you kind of sand it so you get better ground. Okay, so let's do it. And as you see guys, it's ready. Gotta do a deep cleaning in this car. I didn't have a chance to do this cleaning yet, only in the orange one. So, and now I have a nicer connection, and with the blue wire, remote wire, I'm going to install it here, and this is how it's going to look. Okay, this is just a setup to make sure everything works, and then you guys can always like mount it wherever you want or find any ground, but at least you have an idea how it runs this. Okay.